my name's Ashley Rice and welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay guys, we have another Moringa morning and I'm super excited to share my information that I have with you today. But really quick, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the little bell down below so you can receive notifications for my future videos. Also make sure to hit that little thumbs up button, it really helps out my small channel. But let's talk about Moringa. So on my channel, I've mostly been talking about Moringa in only tea form. However, it also comes in other forms and one of them is in powder form. Now, I'm going to admit, I originally was gonna come out with a recipe video yesterday. However, apparently I can't cook pies. Apparently that's just something I'm not good at because this pie tastes great, turned out horrible. Like there was so much liquid left and it was just real bad. It was just real bad. And I was like rolling out the dough and just, it was horrible, you guys. That was my first time making a pie alone and it was horrible. Absolutely horrible. At one point, I wanted to be fancy for the video. I was trying to do the whole thing where you roll, once you've rolled out the dough to be the circle that you want it to be, you like roll it over the rolling pin so that you can take it and just like roll it straight onto like your pie tin or whatever. And I was trying to be fancy like that. And I literally dropped the whole entire thing on the floor because I like let go. And so the pie crust just went and fell on the floor. So I am not a good pie maker and that is why there was no recipe video yesterday. However, I will be eating the thing that I put my Moringa powder in, which will also show you how bad I was at making this. But since I am an influencer for Miracle Tree Tea, which is a company that does teas and they also have a coffee alternative and then they also have this wonderful Moringa powder, they sent this to me for free to talk about on my channel and also just continue to share fun facts about Moringa with you guys. And so I thought I would do a recipe off of their YouTube channel, which I am going to leave a link to their channel down below in the description box and a link to the recipe video that I messed up horribly. Theirs looks so much better than mine, but I'll leave a link to that down below. So if you want to go check out that recipe video and make it for yourself, you definitely can. So the pie that I made was a cranberry apple moringa pie. And basically at some point you sprinkle on the moringa. I will say that they have you sprinkle it on at the very end, like over the cranberries and the apples. And I think you should just mix it together when you're like mixing all the spices. That's when you should put in the moringa powder. But I kind of just wanted to talk about moringa powder today and also eat this very delicious guy in front of you. They had so many great spices in the recipe. It was delicious. We've already eaten a good amount of this, but we had to save some for this video. So yummy. This is what I mean. So that it looks like it's burnt. It's not. That's just the moringa powder on top. And so it just didn't look pleasant. Like it'll taste just fine, but it didn't look pleasant. So if you want it to look nicer, I would mix it in with the spices. I wanted to tell you about their moringa powder and different ways that you can use moringa powder. And so really quickly, I'm just gonna go over this guy. A single serving in their conversation is 2 teaspoons. You will get 7 calories. Total carbs is 1 gram. There are 0 milligrams of sodium. You're getting 1 gram of dietary fiber. There is no sugar and no added sugar. You are getting 1 gram of protein. And then this is where it gets a little bit higher and really awesome. You're getting 6% of your daily value of vitamin A, 6% of your vitamin C, 16% of your B12, which is important, 10% of your calcium, and 10% of your iron, and so many other things that are not even close to listed on here, but I do like to mention on my channel. It also is a whole food that is full of antioxidants. It's organic, raw, and vegan. There are no binders or fillers in this guy. It is non-GMO, gluten-free, and it is a super plant protein, which is so good. So there are tons of ways that you can do moringa powder, and I love that. You could just put it in water if you want to just do it like that. You could put it, and this is the one that I see most commonly, you can put it in your smoothie. So all the people who I've already talked to on my channel about moringa, most of you seem to use it as a powder in your smoothies or in your shakes, and that seems to be the most common way to do it. But you can also just throw it into some of your food, which I think is awesome. So you can be making this amazing holiday sweet, and hopefully it turns out way better than mine did. And you can throw just a little bit of moringa powder in there, and then you're getting so many amazing benefits from it. So I just thought that was amazing, and I really wanted to be able to share a veganized version of their recipe. But just so you know, when you're looking at the recipe, the only thing that isn't vegan is butter. All you gotta do is swap it out for vegan butter. And it should behave exactly as they do it. Their crust is a bit more of a dry crust, which is semi-standard from what I've seen other pie recipes have. However, if you have a different pie crust that you really, really enjoy, I might go with that one because I had a hard time rolling it out. Then again, I've never worked with that type of crust before. I just love the fact that you can have something as junky as this and still get some amazing nutrition out of it. So you don't have to be like the uber healthy person who always does smoothies and shakes, and like, awesome for you, for people who can do that. I can do that for a small amount of time. I like chewing on food. I don't know what it is. Like, it really annoys me when I can't chew on my food. You know, we all don't have to be those type of super uber healthy people who like put it in their smoothie bowls or things like that. And like, dude, I love them. Don't get me wrong, but that's not something I do every day. I definitely have junk food. I definitely have dessert. You know, like, you don't have to be a person who is like all about the healthy foods. Like, you can have something like this, you can enjoy it, and you can get some great benefits from it. And that's what I like about the fact that it comes in a powder form, because I know also there's some people who watch my Moringa morning videos who are not tea drinkers. You're coffee drinkers, and that's cool. No judgment here. My husband's a coffee drinker, so I get it. And you know, this is another way that you could get all the benefits that I've talked about on my channel in a way that suits you. Like, take how you're already living, take the foods that you're already eating, and just add a little bit of Moringa powder to it. Like, I can verify, you guys, you really don't taste the Moringa very much. Granted, I didn't throw a huge amount in here either. I threw 2 teaspoons on the whole entire pie. So like, there isn't a huge amount of Moringa in here, but I am still getting a little bit of benefits from the amount that I am eating. But depending on what you put it in, you really won't taste it. And it's not like you only put it in baked goods. Like, you can throw it in a bunch of different goods. I can't say it won't alter the recipe a little bit. Like, you might have to add a little bit of more moisture to combat the powder that you're putting in. I mean, that's a possibility that you might have to play around with. You can really throw it at any type of food. And I think that's awesome. You can throw it in your desserts you make. You can even make Moringa ice cream, which I will definitely try to do on my channel. I want to be able to share these recipes with you, so I do plan on having some recipe videos coming out in the future that will feature this guy in them. So you will definitely see those. It just didn't happen this month and I'm really sad about it. But outside of dessert, like, you can throw it in normal hearty meals. I mean, you could throw it in your oatmeal for breakfast. You could throw it in your cereal for breakfast. Your milk might turn a little green, so it might be a little weird, but who knows, for the kids that might be really fun. You know, you could throw it in your Chipotle. You could throw it in your soup. Like, there's no limits to what Moringa could pair with. And then you're getting so many amazing benefits from doing it. So I just think it's really awesome. And I definitely think everyone should totally get on this and start just throwing it in your food. If you want to taste it, tea is an awesome way to go about it, but also you can make a latte out of it, which I think is really cool. But this is just such a great way, especially if you are someone who just like is not able to get all the nutrients you need for various reasons, whether it's financially or maybe you have something going on with your body that your body isn't soaking up a certain amount of nutrients or whatever it might be. This is such a great way to combat that. Just throw it in your food and you're getting an extra dose of so many things that are really gonna help you in life. And it's not terribly expensive in order to get this either. Right now on their website, it is $19.99. I don't know if that's a usual thing. It looks like there might be a sale going on. I'm not 100% positive on that. So if you're planning on using this in your life, now would be a good time to get it because they are having that deal. But also, I am gonna leave a coupon code down below in the description box. I don't get anything from you using that. That is strictly just for you guys to use and abuse. You can use it as many times as you want. But I just think having a good amount of Moringa in your system daily is really, really, really beneficial. And you can put it in things where you won't even notice it and it'll feel like you're being such a pig, but really you are being at least a little bit healthy. At least that's what I told myself. So I think Moringa tea is great because I love tea and I drink tea all the time. But if you're not a tea person, I think this is the way to go about it because you're gonna get so many amazing benefits and you don't even have to try hard. Thanksgiving is coming up. You could just throw it all in there and then your family is all getting a little bit of Moringa and they probably won't even notice it. And you can even have it in a non-healthy way, which is awesome. You can take your store-bought meals and just sprinkle it right in there and mix it up. So that is it for today, you guys. I really hope you liked this video. Let me know your thoughts about all of this down below in the comments. Are you mad at me for not getting this recipe video out? Or does Moringa powder seem like an amazing way to have Moringa for you? You are not a tea person, but you are definitely a pie person. Let me know in the comments below. Other than that, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it or you learned something from this video. Also, make sure to subscribe and hit that little bell down below so you can receive notifications for my future videos. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!